Hey guys, welcome to the first video of statistics, and the objective of this video is to look at what statistics is, and secondly we're going to look at the type of data that we analyze in statistics. Okay, so statistics involve the collection, organization and analysis of the data that we use. Okay, and so if we're using these three procedures, we then can make a summarization by plotting graphs, okay, and also calculating quantities such as mean, median, and mode. And so we can then make a conclusion based on these two results. Okay, so let's look at the type of data that we use in statistics. So fundamentally, there are two types of data that we analyze in statistics. Okay, and the first type is called discrete data. And that's when data can only take certain values. So a great example to demonstrate this concept is, let's say for example, you were in a class called 1D, and you want to look at the amount of males and females that are in your class. So at the end of the day, you then found out that there were 10 males in the class, okay, and you assigned that value to x1. And then you found out there were 6 females in your class, and you assigned that value to x2. And the reason why this example is called a discrete data is because, for example, if you were to calculate the amount of males again, and let's say you had 11.6, well, this doesn't make sense because you can't have 0.6 of a person. Okay, so what discrete data really means is that we can only restrict our values to a certain type. And so in this case, we restricted it to an integer, okay, because it only makes sense when you count that you can only take integers, okay, and decimal places don't make sense, right? So 0.2 and 0.3, you can't have that at all. So other examples mostly involve counting, okay, so just taking values of whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, so integers basically, okay. So the second type is called continuous data. And so that's when data can take any value in a given known interval. Okay, so one good example to show this is, for example, let's say you were traveling to work and you wanted to you wanted to measure the length of distance that you want to measure in each day. So this is the list of values that you found in 5 days. Okay, and the reason why this example is a continuous data is because you have values here that are of different decimal places. Okay, so you can have data that have 1 decimal places and it still makes sense. So you can travel in 1.3 kilometers in day 1. Okay, and that makes sense, right? And 1.85, okay, or 0.727. So basically taking data of any decimal places. Okay, and so there's no restriction on the type of data that you can have in continuous data. Okay, and that's what continuous data means. So in the next few videos, we're going to go through discrete data, okay? So looking at mean and median of discrete data and how we can analyze them and interpret them, okay? So we're going through that in the next video, so I'll see you guys in the next 2 videos.